When you get to start designing your monster, you're going to need to start appliquing on the pieces of fabric. And I have one left here that I was going to do in the ear. I'm going to line it up. The one good thing about felt is it's really good to stick to each other. I've got my needle with my knot at the end. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the needle and stick it through both pieces of fabric. I start in one corner, I just think it's easier. I'm going to pull all the way through until I get to the knot, and then I'm going to go back down the other way. It's going to be a little bit easier the smaller amount of thread you use. And then I'm going to go next door here and go up again. The smaller amount of thread makes it easier to control your sewing, and it actually, believe it or not, makes it work faster because you're not so much untying your knots. So I'm just going to keep making sure my fingers are away from the needle, just up, down, until I get all the way around. Okay. Make sure you're very aware of where you are. Make sure you're not getting your finger, which I've done many a times. Sorry, my hands are in the way. And I'll go back down the other side now. Up, don't pull too tight because you don't want that. You don't want to all of a sudden get his ears. I'm happen to be using the same color thread. You don't have to be. You could always use a contrasting thread. Like around the eye, I could have easily done black. I also did my mouth. I didn't do felt, I just did a bunch of stitches to make it look like a mouth. When you get all the way to the end, okay, almost done. Almost done. 2 more stitches, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to end this. And then you can go ahead and get started. I want to make sure I get all the corners. Right here. Ta-da! Now I'm going to switch it around to the back, which is kind of the ugly side. That's where all my knots are, and that's where it doesn't necessarily look as nice as the front does. I'm going to take my scissors and give it a good cut. Okay, so now I got 2 pieces. Now this time, just like you tie your shoe, this is not a slip knot. I just do a double knot where the 2 threads meet, where I started and where I ended. And then I go ahead, and since it's the inside, we really don't care too much about what it looks like. But you see how my monster is coming along. Okay, let's see what you guys can create.